From fashion to fitness to even flirtation, we're doing things the West Coast way today on The Express. On today's show, the Nakai Museum's Kimono Fashion Show.
Makes me feel really good when you wear kimono.
George wants to close. Go, 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 go.
Tommy Europe's boot camp put to the test.
Let's go. Come on, Pinky.
And then slowly open your eyes.
The Wedding Bells Boudoir photo shoot. And this competition to be top dog. See that and more local expression. Welcome to The Express. I'm Johanna Ward in Port Moody, the city of the arts, a fitting place to host today's show since we're focusing on local culture, starting off with some dressed-up dogs competing at Aberdeen Centre.
It's the one and only time Aberdeen will allow dogs in the mall. It was the 7th annual Dog Extravaganza. There was dog agility and hide-and-seek tricks. But it was the best costume competition that drew a crowd.
This is the only dog show happening in the shopping mall.
4th place goes to number 43, Brownie.
Brownie is an octopus today, so it's a really friendly octopus, friends with fishes, as you can see.
The theme was creatures from under the sea, and yours truly had the hard task of picking a winner, so I met some of the contestants. Some costumes required less preparation. What is Ellie's costume today?
It's a frog.
She's a frog?
Yeah.
Others were more elaborate. What made you decide on an octopus as a costume for Brownie?
Well, it's just that I like pink very much, and somehow I found a hat, and then I made him the costume.
We encourage them to be very creative and in order to win the prize.
Fellow judge Deborah Moore told me what she's looking for in our top dog.
I think I'm looking for the awe factor. So as long as the costume makes the dog look really cute, it's like my vote. I think I like the jellyfish one with the cellophane and the lights. That was very innovative.
What kind of dog is Cupid?
He's a Maltese cross.
The jellyfish.
So when you were thinking of potential costume ideas, what made you decide on jellyfish?
You know what? We originally started with a puffer fish, and then it didn't look like a puffer fish, so we decided to go jellyfish.
But Cupid didn't get the prize this year. Top dog was this octopus. Win or lose, the event was a hit, especially for the community.
It's a get-together for everybody who loves dogs and pets, and it's also one-of-a-kind event where everyone will come together and cheer for their pets.
In Richmond, I'm Melanie Panetta for The Express.
Mel's favorite costume out of the more than 100 pups participating? Little Cupid dressed as a jellyfish. How cute is that, hey? Well, there's nothing costumey about our next story. They're garments that date back to the 8th century. For the Japanese, the kimono is more than just fashion. It represents a way of life.
Here at the Nikkei Center in Burnaby, Sakai no Sensei is teaching the way of tea.
Presentation itself is just purifying the utensils, serve tea, and then after the chawan was back, I re-clean and put everything back to just like the beginning.
The Japanese tea ceremony is a 1,000-year-old ritual that takes years, even decades, to perfect. Students must learn everything from choosing the right tea to folding the cleaning cloth properly. For Japanese, it's the ultimate display of discipline and respect.
We learn the way of life through learning the tea ceremony. So it is not the ceremony itself. It's the self-disciplining.
That even goes for sitting. Just try kneeling like this for an hour.
It's really hard to walk because you kind of lose feeling in them after a while.
A big part of the tea ceremony is clothing, and in Japan there's nothing more elegant than the traditional dress known as kimono.
You know, it makes me feel really good. And when you wear just simple summer dress, just too casual, but when you wear kimono, you just feel everything. Every single part of your body feels so refined, I think.
Because with a belt this tight...
1, 2, 3. Okay.
How tight is that?
Pretty tight.
Bad posture is impossible. Kimono were simple garments brought to Japan from China back in the 5th century. Today, they're highly stylized, incorporating elaborate patterns and accessories. In Japan, they're worn on special occasion by men, women, and children, not just geisha, as is the common misconception.
It'd be nice to kind of take away that perception and that it's actually a bigger part of Japanese culture than just that one aspect.
And one way they're doing that is through this. A kimono fashion show where Japanese of all ages will come and show off their colorful threads.
To be a part of it and be able to model in it is quite an experience, and especially since I get to wear a kimono, which is something I don't regularly get to do.
But the show isn't so much about fashion and flair as it is about intercultural understanding.
It's an event for us to introduce to the Canadian our one part of our culture.
I'm Tim Chung in Burnaby for The Express.
The Kimono Show is part of the Fall Harvest Festival. There'll be Japanese music, food, dance, and of course fashion. It happens on September 30th at the National Nakai Museum. You're watching The Express, and we've got more culture with the kick coming up.
First of all, that Hawaiian shirt just doesn't cut it.
After the break,
I didn't know much about airports. I didn't know much about the aviation world.
The inside scoop on the airport's ADN.
But as I'm learning and as I'm comparing them to other airports and talking to people, pilots and different staff at airports, I'm learning like, wow, this airport's pretty pimped out.
One more. You can do it.
I can see the light. The big versus budget fitness test.
Keeping the edge.
You're watching local TV on The Express.
Doors about to close. Go.
Community programming on Shaw has been generously sponsored in part by...
The Express is brought to you in part by Plum, fashion supplier to host Johanna Ward.